Waving?
We are waving now as we are
Yeah.
live. Hello everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Oodvin, episode 19. Happy to have you here. First things first, our lovely Octavia will not be with us today. She is on vacation. So, in honor of that, we are not going to drink water. Haha.
All I have is water right now.
I mean, I have a liquid. Anyway, let's start tonight's episode off how we start almost all of our episodes with some quick introductions. So, hello everyone, my name is Maxwell Williams. I am the DM for tonight's session, and I play a whole bunch of different characters, including Bertold, a werebear teacher at the academy.
I like that you have a new one every week now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Sam Rinaldi, and I play Winnie Winslow, the Twilight Cleric. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Connor McGinley. I play Lily Pembroke, the ranger and fighter now. And we're about to see the repercussions of Lily's shady deal.
Ooh. Hello, I'm Dame Brancato. I play Zephyr Windstrider, the College of Swords bard of the group, who almost just got absolutely rocked last session.
So close.
Hi, my name is Aaron Borden. I play Februm Cask, the Simic hybrid blood hunter, and I almost killed someone last session.
So close.
So close.
So
I
close.
could have.
It wasn't Zephyr, by the way.
Dang it. I'm Drew Borden. I play Aldrich Bernask, the Armorer Artificer, and I really wish I knew what hit the whatever shield is around the town last night, but that's fine.
You know,
I forgot about that.
We'll
did
get
too.
into that. But first things first, a quick recap. So, for those of you that are just joining us, this is a group of potential adventurers going to school at Ravensight Academy in Aofic, the prestigious school, trying to become Night Eyes, the title given to anyone worthy enough to become an adventurer in the city. Our party has had many different difficulties, encountering some cult groups, a small child, and some little mechanized construct. But that's neither here nor there. As last episode, the party finally entered their third week of classes. Kind of scattered on how people did in specific classes. Some fails, some passes. But everyone came out the other side, making their way to Wednesday night, in which Lily excitedly brought the rest of the party to No Holds Bar at Stick and Poker, only to encounter a interesting individual from their past after that individual seemingly made the whole bar fall unconscious and paralyzed. There was a small exchange, some anger was quelled, but only for the time being, and a strange noise echoed through all of Aofic as something large and powerful hit some invisible barrier, causing a ripple through the sky as Duskradil hanged high in the sky. And that's where we're going to pick up, with most of the party out on the front street, on the kind of main street, right outside of Stick and Poker. Those that are still remaining in the bar, kind of collecting themselves. And there's a small bit of panic going around. There are several individuals that have come out from their homes, awakened by this noise, and are starting to look up at the skies. The ripples you see are already starting to fade, kind of going back into this translucent dome that was never quite visible, but now that you know it's there, it's just sitting in the back of your mind. And the rest of the evening is yours. So what would you like to do?
Or like the fight's canceled, or
Yeah, they kind of cleared out the bar after all that happened.
I mean, that stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still like make a makeshift ring and still have you fight your sister if you really want to.
What?
Yeah, we can place bets
no.
between all of us.
Hey,
There's a sparring ring in the park.
Huh?
She probably already went back to the dorms. You know, we don't have to worry about that.
It's pretty much right at this moment that you see Sai come up right behind you, kind of like grab your shoulders and be like, "Are you okay? Is everyone okay? This is a little crazy."
When she grabs like his hands on his shoulder, for the first time ever, no one's ever heard him make this noise, but he just does a just like jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when we were in the bar, you said everybody else fell asleep?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Me.
I'm asking you.
It did. Sorry, I was like that was very close to like Al. But it seemed that most people had fallen unconscious, and there was a couple of people, some sturdier individuals, that seemed more paralyzed than unconscious. Kind of on a sliding scale there.
Cool.
But definitely all of your like normal patrons seem to be waking up confused, not knowing what the situation had occurred around them. All they knew was one moment they were looking at a potentially amazing fight, and the next they were on the floor.
Was his sister on the floor?
Make a retroactive perception check.
A retroactive perception.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Ooh, okay. Perception. 11.
You don't know.
Okay.
You can't quite remember, but she seems like a very sturdy individual.
Yeah.
And you know that she is... There are several members of your party that were able to resist it. She is a year ahead of you. So there's a high likelihood that she was still up, but you can't remember seeing where she was.
Well, we seem to be all fine.
We've
Right.
dealt with worse, honestly.
I mean, a little. Can't help but feel like that's gonna become our problem sooner or later, but
Oh, well.
no, it is what it is.
I mean, no one's hurt physically, but has anybody, she kind of like glances over at like the fighting ring, because I'm pretty sure Lily's still down there. And it's like, talk to Lily at all.
I
That
mean,
seemed
it's
intense.
been a couple seconds, but
Yeah,
no.
but
Probably, we should probably do that.
definitely wasn't a 2 weeks time. It was just a few seconds.
Lily, are you still in the ring?
I guess. I don't know how immediately afterward this is.
This is probably like a couple minutes after, because there was kind of that like booming sound, and that seemed to disrupt a lot of the chaos, and there's several things that people are processing, so you're probably like 10 minutes post the encounter with the hooded figures.
I imagine in that time she's kind of processing, calming down, and also looking around for the other person that the hooded figure came with.
You kind of do a quick glance around, and there's no sign of that individual. As you're kind of like looking around, there's kind of frozen in place. You feel a small hand slip into yours. You kind of look down and see a small little red-headed individual that is holding onto your hand next to you, kind of looking worried.
She kind of smiles as best she can and returns to the rest of the group at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Sure. Okay, maybe. Not good, that's for sure. But maybe they're okay.
So that was you? Or, well, you're you, but that was...
That was Lily.
What? Kind of, right? This is confusing.
It was your body,
In a physical sense.
but it was the doll in your body.
Yeah.
So
Well,
how
now we
do...
know who to look out for.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not really. I mean, a bunch of people could be wearing cloaks. I don't really know what she... Well, I guess you could tell us what you look like, Lily. I don't know if that's a weird thing to ask.
You don't need to worry about it.
You all kind of sit there for a second, kind of decompressing before making your way back to Raven Sight. As you kind of climb the tower, looking out of the windows, you can see that there is not an uproar, but there's much more activity this evening than there usually is in Aofic. Especially inside the tower itself. You see all upperclassmen are kind of hands on deck, running from place to place, specifically the third and fourth years. While the first years are all ushered back into their dormitories, into their residencies. There's lots of whispering, as you pass some of the professors, they're whispering to each other. You see spells being cast, ones that you know, higher level ones that you haven't quite touched yet. There's definitely an uneasy air. As you make your way back to your dorm, the monodrome is expectantly pacing back and forth. You seem to catch it as it's pacing between 2 points in the room, and it immediately rushes up to the group and starts to frantically kind of jump up and down. You hear it trying to say something, but it's of a language that none of you understand. Sounds more like pieces of metal clashing against each other than actual language. But Axel will kind of run over, seems to be able to calm it down.
Go ahead.
No, you go. I'm just like,
Are there any like I don't know, teachers around that we could like, hey, what's going on?
You definitely passed someone if you wanted to reach out to someone on your way here. Is there anyone specific you wanted to talk to?
Let's talk to the werewolf guy, because we mentioned
Bertold?
him in the intro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of pass Bertold, who is kind of in charge of the first years to a certain extent. He's kind of the default, like professor head.
Is there
Yeah, essentially. And you see him in his full armor. He's got his great axe heaved over his shoulder, and he is shifted currently. So you see his like kind of darker red hair is spewed out over the rest of his body. It seems to be kind of standing guard by the first years. But you're free to walk up and talk to him.
Crap, what was his last name?
I don't think he had a last name.
Berthold. What's going on?
Nothing for you to worry about, Al. You can just get some rest and get ready for your classes tomorrow.
I kind of looked at everybody else.
Usually when people are like running around and looking like they're prepping for something, it usually implies that there's something to worry about.
That,
But, like,
you know, all the... Oh, go ahead.
no, go on, please.
I was just gonna say that and all the other first years being ushered into their rooms, like something dangerous is going on.
I mean, it's really for your own safety. But
From what?
oh, just precautionary measures. Nothing for you to worry about at the current moment. Well, off to bed with y'all. I'll see you tomorrow for classes.
Do any of us... Does he have a class that any of us are taking?
Does he teach cooking?
I think he teaches He teaches climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It would have been
Well-
funny. Oh.
Let's go to our dorm then.
Yep.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Yay, another night avoided talking to the principal! Let's go!
If you remember, that conversation is scheduled for Friday.
Oh, right, it's only Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
So
Damn
you
it.
said when we walked in the room, you said the monodrome was like frantic.
Yeah, it seemed to
Was
kind
that,
of
like scared, or was it like urgently trying to relay information?
make an insight check.
Sure. That's my insight. Plus, okay. That's a 19 in total.
On the panicked side,
Okay.
like concerned.
Gotcha.
One of those situations where you have more information than you can, like, give out.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely once you see, like, Axel and the monodrone kind of, like, connect, there's, like, a bond there.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that Axel is safe, the monodrone is definitely, like, calmed down.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
I suppose there's not really much we could do here, so
do we just go to bed then?
If we like look out our windows or whatever, is there like anything like noticeable? Anything odd, or is it?
I mean, you see light sources that are active that aren't usually present at this point in the night. There's definitely more, Winnie, this would stick out to you. There's more air travel than there usually is. You see different spellcasters and stuff have cast things like levitate or fly on themselves to get higher up in the air to kind of discern what's going on. You see people kind of some night eyes moving towards kind of the border of the city. And that's about as much as you can see from your vantage point. But there's definitely a lot of activity.
You guys think
Alright,
it has
guys.
something to do with that weird boom?
Almost 100%.
Most
Absolutely.
likely.
So I have an idea. I have two, actually. Alright?
Okay, let's hear it.
If we don't want to be in here, we can either A, sneak out and figure out what's going on, or B, and he kind of like gestures over to the forge-esque area of the room, we could put ourselves in a situation where we have to leave the room.
So
And then slip
like,
away in the chaos.
I don't think this is the time to create undue stress on the school as a whole.
Valid point. But I kind of want to know what's going on.
even if we got out of the building, we didn't really have much an idea of what was going on before we got back to the academy.
Plus, even from just walking back, all we saw was the one ripple. So if we don't, I mean, if there was nothing else past that, I don't know if there's much we could do.
Ow, and don't take this the wrong way, please, but I feel like you've been in Aofic longer than the rest of us. Has this ever happened before? That was an in-character way of asking Max.
Oh,
We cannot hear you.
Can't hear Max.
Sorry. Anyway, make a history check. The comment before was, Al, you're old.
I'm old.
Yeah, more or
Oh,
less.
you're old.
History. I'm proficient in history. That's gonna be 21.
Ooh.
Shit.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You know, not to my knowledge, but you know, my brain's getting old, and I'm having trouble remembering the far, far past. Maybe it was happened when I was a wee lad.
I will give you something else, though, with the 21.
Okay. Okay.
Sometime in your childhood, you remember making your way down to the docks. And this doesn't happen often, and it kind of stood out at the time, but a creature with the devouring had made its way through the Silent Lake. Miraculously, somehow, it had surpassed all of the lake folks' precautions, as well as the creature of the lake. And you remember kind of being close to the dock, not close enough to see the chaos, but close enough to see the ripples that kind of came up from the port entrance, kind of up into the sky a good like 40, 50 feet. Kind of right as the creature entered the city.
Oh,
Did it stop it at all, or was it just like a kind of thing?
It's hard to remember. You were young. It wasn't something that was widely talked about. And the Night Eyes took care of it very quickly.
Well, there was this one time I was going down to the docks with my father, and when I was a kid, obviously. And someone infected with the devouring had gotten past the lake, and when they kind of crossed some threshold into the city, there was a ripple.
Okay.
But when that happened, the Night Eyes took care of it rather quickly and quietly, so I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about what's going on.
so you think that's what's happening now? Like something with the devouring got inside?
Or tried to.
Maybe, but it did come. It did come from the sky, I think.
Something flying with the devouring?
That would make sense since everyone's up in the air right now.
Also, if we're sure the devouring has a part in this, Winnie and Axel should stay away from the edge of town. Right?
So Axel and I should not leave this room tonight. That might be smart.
Yeah, probably for the
Maybe.
best.
Or if there is a creature that has breached the walls, has come across the lake, there are more qualified people to do it than us. And in the meantime, we only need to train ourselves so that we too can be qualified.
Winnie's onto something.
Fair enough.
Really. I didn't say shit.
I said, yeah.
Wasn't
My
thinking
bad.
about Winnie or anything.
Yeah,
What?
wasn't-
No. Well, since we're trapped in here, that kind of eliminates a lot of what we can do. But
I'd like to try something.
What do you want to try, Al?
Oh
No?
boy.
Puzzle
No,
ball.
no, I'm saying this to everybody.
Okay.
Pub nil.
I'd like
Okay,
to
what do
try
you
something,
think?
and I
Uh,
reach into my designer bag,
Mhm.
His Gucci bag.
and I pull out a smaller wooden box.
Yeah, let's
Zephyr
go.
Zephyr laughs. All right, I'm in.
What is
This-
solving the
this
puzzle
is-
gonna do?
We have the time.
It's not a problem.
It could
Before
reduce
you
stress.
do that, I want to look at something. Would we have known, or would we know if the if the school has like a surveillance system?
Probably not, like, for sure. But you know that, like, there are magical surveillance systems that are popular.
They're usually invisible.
They're invisible. There are other ones that are technology based. You do know that the room is clear, because Al did check for that.
True.
But
What
there's
is the
probably stuff
equivalent-
around the city and everything, but you wouldn't know how to access it.
Gotcha.
What is the equivalent of a ring doorbell in this world? Like, what's it called? Would it just be called like cast?
Seeing.
Being
I don't know. It would probably be a
Arcane eye.
surveillance stone. You can magically place it on different
Okay.
surfaces.
Interesting.
It transmits
But
a video signal to a pad or a bracelet.
Okay. But you said our room is clear.
Al did check that.
Yeah, we
There's
checked
nothing.
Okay.
Yes.
Whether or
Magic.
not there's like someone actively scrying on you is going to be like dependent on the moment. But there are no permanent divination fixtures
Okay,
in your
cool.
room.
Alright, just open the damn box.
I'll help.
I sit down and I say, I was told this is an easier one.
Great. Less deadly then?
That's what I'm hoping.
Zephyr like sits down next to you and like very intently is looking at this box, trying to just open it with his mind almost. With like the stare that he's giving it, and that gives you bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Being it in check.
Okay. Investigation.
Investigation. Bam. Ooh, baby. What's the inspiration?
D8.
Ooh.
26.
26.
Ooh.
All right.
You pull out the wooden puzzle box and start flipping switches and sides. And this one is definitely significantly easier than the one that you had had earlier. And within a couple of minutes, without much difficulty, it pops open. And the kind of top square that has been shifted kind of to the side, forming more of a diamond shape, just lifts up, and the whole inside of the box comes up like a presentation. And there's a small compass sitting in the middle of the box.
I'll pick up the compass.
Mm-hmm. You see the needle is crimson red, and it is surrounded in this almost obsidian casing. And you see it's ever shifting, kind of like flipping back and forth very quickly, pointing at Winnie, and then pointing at Axel.
Ooh.
I hate that.
Kind of just ever shifting back and forth between the two, depending on whoever you're closer to.
I'll go ahead and set that
Located.
box down, and I'm going to cast Identify.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a name for this yet,
Okay.
but the essence is this is, we'll call it a compass of divinity. And it always points towards the closest source of divine magic. The closest and most powerful source of direct divine magic.
Interesting.
As part of the Identify, there is like a certain threshold that it has to be above to qualify. So normal clerics and stuff aren't going to set this off.
Okay.
It has to have some kind of direct connection to divinity.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I hold it up to everybody.
You hold it like straight up, it just starts spinning.
Yeah.
It shows the closest divine body.
Oh. What?
Based on power.
So I mean, we could put it
Isn't that
immediately
subjective?
in between Winnie and Axel and see which one's more powerful.
Yeah,
First of all,
not
rude.
that accurate.
Second of all,
Also, why are you implying that they're the only two divine bodies?
I look down at it. Well, it's only flickering between those two.
I think it's broken.
It's a bad time to.
We love the
It's a bad
confidence.
time to make a my goddess joke. Or...
Okay. I'll
okay.
put that in my pocket.
Pocket.
Not your designer bag.
In my
No.
no, my designer bag is for puzzle boxes only.
It's empty now then.
I know.
We suck.
Just hold an empty bag.
That is my last puzzle box for now.
This is an interesting hobby. I kind of support it.
You catch a glare from Lily.
As long as we do it as a group, nothing bad will happen.
That is absolutely not true.
I mean, that's how it's worked. Oh wait.
Has it?
My
Has it? Are you sure?
I mean, in the end, everything comes to. No one's dead.
my only
We're
goal is
good.
to find my contract. Once I find that,
You see Axel goes,
puzzle boxes?
sure.
well, in that case, sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I guess Lily doesn't really. Do you sleep at all? Or is it just like not.
I need to rest.
Gotcha.
Max.
Yes.
Instead of going to sleep,
Okay.
can I fiddle?
What are we
Can I
fiddling with?
not?
Yeah, you
fiddle,
can fiddle all you want.
Yeah, do you have a do you have
Mr.
Do you have a
Bard.
fiddle?
Du-du-du-du.
Can, is there a way for me to mess around, like just to kind of learn how the bracelets that we have work, because it connected to my iPod? If there's a way I can kind of like see the connection between the two, or
you
if
can
it's just
airdrop
it
the
of all
other
the pictures.
bracelet?
Yeah, or if I can like message other bracelets discreetly because of the connection to my iPod or something like that.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. First roll in 2 weeks. Than that one.
Oh.
Oh no, you break!
Um,
I regret
You-
buying these dice now.
you start like fiddling with your bracelet. You kind of take it off. You look inside. There are circuits and wires that you have no understanding of how these connect together. This is technology was never really your strong suit. And you kind of like go in, you pinch two wires together, and there is a powerful electric shock that ripples through your body. You take 5 points of lightning damage.
No.
As
There you go.
you kind of get close to this like crystalline power source that's near the center. You think like if you want to modify or do anything, you're gonna need to find someone who's a little more in touch with the technology that you're holding.
Zephyr writes down in his little book, note to self, find Al during free time.
But the
and
possibility
then-
is there.
Did anybody around notice him just get like electrocuted?
Yeah,
when
how loud
touching
was
his,
that?
like,
Lily
hair?
definitely
His
did.
hair is probably standing up
Like
more so than it already is.
here's the thing. The lights go down. Everyone's falling to sleep. Like you're in that kind of middle restful state. There's like some chaos going on in the outside, but it's really just ambient noise. Suddenly there's a blue flash that illuminates the room for like half a second. And you just see like 3 different people look over at you, Zephyr, as you're like your hair is still sparking. Because of its kind of cloud-like nature, you have like bits of like mini lightning jumping between different points in your hair.
Aw.
It doesn't go
The
unnoticed.
fire alarms.
No fire alarms. But it's like someone took a picture with the flash on in a dark
Oh
room.
no.
Oh my god.
You,
What you got there? What are you doing?
Just playing with my bracelet.
How about we don't do that? Because you're clearly gonna hurt yourself.
No one can see it, but in like the brief little flickers of the lightning through my hair, his face is just like coated in soot, like something out of a cartoon. Yeah, probably for the best.
Go clean
night.
yourself up, buddy. Good,
Just gonna sleep
good
like that.
night, I guess.
Just sleep it up.
He like wipes his face on.
Shirt.
He probably had like an extra rag nearby or in a bag or something. And as he like leans over, he kind of like winces a little bit. And then he goes to bed.
Lovely. As you all kind of peacefully drift into your various forms of rest, the night event still racking in your brain. Winnie.
Oh no. Not
You find
sweaty
yourself
again.
in a familiar scene,
Okay.
to say the least. But instead of standing in just an open pit of fire, you find yourself sitting down at a dining room table. 20 feet long. We're talking a massive table. You are sat at one end, and there is a red cloaked figure sitting at the other, his eyes averted, the cloak covering. But even at this distance, you feel the emanating presence of heat coming off of him.
Great.
As Blazidin picks up his knife and fork and seems to cut into some type of meat in front of him. It drips and oozes as he puts his fork in, brings it up to his mouth, and takes a bite that is just slightly too big for his mouth.
Oh! I don't like it. I don't like it. What's he eating? Do I know what it is?
It's hard to tell, but there's a plate of it sitting in front of you.
I'm not touching it. Wait, actually, I'm gonna touch it with my fork. I'm gonna go poke, poke.
You poke it, and it is tender, and like even like the slightest poke, the juices start to kind of pile on top of the meat.
Nar. Nar. I don't like that. I already don't like steak, so this makes me very like. Yay.
But then the voice that you're oh so familiar with radiates through the room into your head. You're not sure if it's coming through your ears or being telepathically communicated to you. Well, niece, I thought it would be a good time to have dinner.
Dinner.
Oh,
Like-
yes.
Like dinner to. Is that why we're at this? Is that.
Feel free to dig in. I've had the servants prepare the most delicate of meats.
Can tell. Poke, poke.
You know, celestial flesh is so hard to come by nowadays.
I'm sure. I'll let you I'll let you savor that. We just ate in town. I'm not really that hungry.
Oh, I mean,
so.
if you're certain it is. And you see the smirk. The only part of his face that you can see is the smile that's just a bit too big as he goes, it's quite divine.
This guy is my uncle.
Came with jokes.
Came with jokes. He's got everything. I'll think about it.
Well, while you think, tell me about your adventures. Update me. How's school been?
This is very weird. Especially because he's so far away. Like, I can just, like, picture how,
Yep.
like, far away he is.
You were on like opposite ends of this table, and
Especially since the night before, Dad was like, how's school been? And now it's like, it's weird. Not terrible. I'm passing, I think. So that's good.
that's only to be expected.
I would hope so.
And how are your friends? How are
they're-
they doing?
They're good. They're you know, adventuring and stuff.
Yes, I would expect they would.
Yeah. I got some of those crystal thingies.
Oh, would you present them to me?
Do I have them on me?
You
In
kind
this
of
dreamlike?
you look down and you see your bag is sitting next to you.
I'm not even gonna. I'm just not even gonna ask. Yeah, she'll pull them out. I still have Februms, right?
I think you
Yeah.
have 2 crystals that have combined into one.
That's right. Yeah. It's like one big boy now.
Mm-hmm.
I present the big boy.
You kind of present it, and his arm stretches out. The crystal begins to kind of float into the air.
Oh, I thought you meant his whole arm
Just
stretched.
starts
No.
going.
I was about to be like, I'm done. I can't.
Oh,
No.
God.
Absolutely not.
No, we're doing body horror, but not that much body horror.
Fucking mommy long legs shit. Alright.
The crystal kind of like floats up into the air before like quickly just darting across the table right up into his palm. It floats there, kind of keeping a circular motion. Still low grade, it would seem, but it should suffice for now. And he sends it back to you. It rockets forward, stopping a couple inches in front of your face.
What am I collecting these for again? The specific purpose of them? I know you said it's like your power and stuff, or your embers, but I don't know much beyond that.
It's for you, my dear.
Oh. What do I do with them?
Use them. Consume them. They
Consume
are
them?
divine power incarnate.
Ah. I see.
The more you consume, the more power you will obtain. And the faster that small spark of yours will flourish. You see he like cuts off another piece of meat, takes a large bite, dabs the edges of his like lips and swallows. All I want for you is to flourish, to be your best self. You understand, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I would want that too. My dad would want that. You know.
If only your mother wanted that too.
What do you mean?
Make a con save. As you've asked a question.
Oh. That is a 14.
Passes for now.
Okay.
Oh, well, I haven't talked to my sister in quite a while, but the fact you're as old as you are and are still so undefined. I think Spinks wonders of her intentions for your divinity.
Undefined.
I mean, for God's sake, you're still worshipping her. People should be worshipping you.
Yeah, okay. That's funny.
You laugh now, but have you even chosen a domain?
Well, I guess I was thinking about a, Twilight domain with the whole, but I don't know. If that's what you mean, anyway.
Would you like that?
What, to continue worshipping who I'm worshipping?
No. To be the goddess of Twilight.
Oh. I mean, isn't that position already taken?
Most of them were. Before we stepped in.
We as in, like, you and your cultists, or, like, us, or, like
Make
all
another
the
con
above?
save.
I knew it! I know! 13.
Take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I figured, okay.
As the heat intensifies as you continue to dig deeper into this conversation.
Okay.
I mean, me, my siblings, the Archfey, the Fiends. How much do you know about the world? How much has she hidden from you?
I mean, aside from the things you've mentioned, I don't really know a lot. We don't really learn about that kind of stuff at school. We learn about the 3 goddesses, but, like, that's practically it.
My sisters have always been selfish. Well, not to worry, Al. I'll make sure to educate you properly when I arrive.
When you're so, like, not just like the next time we meet in here, or like arrive as in, like, when are you coming here?
Make another con save.
I figured. But this one seems pretty important. Okay, 16.
16 just succeeds.
Oh, baby, let's go. All right.
Soon now. Very soon, I feel. Everything's... And he takes his fork into the rest of the meat. Everything's falling into place. As he sticks it into his mouth, you see juice begin to drip down his cheek, like onto the table in front of him. Now, wasn't that delightful? Good
I will
luck,
say
by
I
the way.
always... Oh, with school?
Sure. Sleep well, Winifred.
Thanks.
You see he stands up, his chair kind of squelches across the floor. He stands up to his full height, a 12-foot tall individual towering over this table. And as he turns, you catch the glimpse out of the corner of your eye of a door appear, open, and then rush towards you. You fall through the door and immediately wake back up in a cold sweat.
Good. Hate it.
You okay, Winnie?
Lily is right over your bed as she normally is, peering down into you. You almost hit her as you jolt up in bed.
I could be better.
Like, not sweaty, right?
Yeah. Like, not sweaty.
Okay. Sure,
You-
we'll figure it out.
While the two of you are talking, you notice that Axel also juts up. Kind of the same perspiration across his forehead, breathing heavy.
Full?
Yeah? He rubs his eyes.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great. I'm a little tired. I just had a nightmare.
Do you want to sleep over here?
Yeah. Can I sleep with you, Winnie?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you have the same sweaty dream?
I don't know. Winnie, what was your dream?
Dinner.
Dinner. No. That's not the dream that I had. Mine was in, the forest.
Huh.
It was weird.
So was mine. Forest sounds nice in a way, though.
The rest of you are beginning to kind of stir. The conversation isn't necessarily quiet. And it is a small room.
Ah.
Hey, everything alright over there?
Yep. Axel had a nightmare. We're good. Sweaty dreams, you know. The usual.
You sure?
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's
Alright.
not the same sweaty dreams that you're getting.
Yeah. Axel, we'll talk more about it tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. Winnie, can I be the small spoon?
Yeah. Sure, bud.
Okay. Kind of he jumped off the bed,
He just
runs
young
over to
me.
you. Mhm.
Aw.
Oh,
We'll cuddle bug. Snuggle bug.
He kind of backs up into you. Everyone kind of goes back to their resting positions. And as Axel's kind of falling back to sleep, he whispers something. It's hard to tell if it was conscious of him saying it, but Winnie, you're the only one that hears it.
God. Okay.
I'm glad you didn't all die.
Whoa! Oh no!
I mean, fair.
as he kind of drifts back into a restful sleep.
Lovely.
The next couple days go by relatively uneventful. There still seems to be a higher level of alertness throughout the Night Eyes and throughout the tower, but the next 2-3 days go by completely uneventfully. There's no more ripples in the sky, there's no more alerts, there doesn't seem to be anything actively happening. And Friday missions come along.
Oh, yay.
Boy.
You reach the end of the day on your Friday classes, and Bertold makes his way to your room. There's a heavy knock on your door. Hello? I'm here to deliver your weekend missions.
Is it getting the door knotted?
I got it.
Lily.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Might I come in?
Of course.
Lovely. He kind of like looks around the room. Love what you've done with the place. The buckbends are quite a lovely touch.
Is he surprised by the monodrome?
Zephyr was trying to hide it before Lily got to the door.
Oh, okay.
And the child.
Zephyr, make a sleight of hand check real fast.
Ah!
All right. Come on, dice. It's time to redeem yourselves.
No, my dice have been... Well, they've been alright.
Eight.
Oh, no.
You like pull a blanket off the bed. You have like just enough time to pull the blanket off, toss it over the monodrone before Lily like quickly makes it to the door. There's like 5 other things that you wanted to do before Lily made it there, but the door opens, Bertold walks in, and the monodrone is just standing there, like arms out, with a light like throw sheet over top of it.
What is Axel doing?
Axel's just hanging out, kind of sitting on the bed. Everyone knows that Axel is here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I had a
monodrome not so
plan
much.
for that. If Axel wasn't like invisible or something, but nope.
They do have pluses to perception. Bertold like looks over. Well, anyway, are you all set for your weekend mission? I know you missed out last week, but
I'm so ready to get some on the field training.
Oh yes.
Hope we don't pull the short stick again.
Oh no, this one is quite exciting. Trust me. Usually we would only give these missions to second years, but the faculty have decided to run a little test. Considering some of your previous missions.
Or one.
How does a
Only the
hunt
third
sound?
A hunt?
Ah.
Lily like grabs
hunt.
the nearest person. She's like, "Did you hear that? We're hunting."
Where is that hunt?
Oh, the Everbright, of course. Have you ever been?
No.
I've forgotten my
Max,
town
is this
lore.
a yes or a no? Yeah, I don't remember what the
I
Everbright
forgot
is.
my town
It's
lore.
been 2 weeks.
So, the Everbright is the eastern district of Aophik.
Okay.
Okay.
It is encompassed in its own dome that is relatively visible. It's got kind of an opalescent quality to it. But the most notable aspect of the Everbright is that there are dozens of miniature balls of light that constantly kind of orbit around the area, providing it with ample amounts of light for crops and vegetation to grow.
So it's like a farming area.
Yeah,
Specifically.
it is a large farming area up front. But there is also a kind of sanctuary, of course, a nature sanctuary, beyond the farming lands that is heavily forested. There are small communities of individuals that live there, but one of the more notable aspects is that it is a kind of Noah's Ark of magical creatures and beasts and things. And it's used to kind of serve as a study ground, as a hunting ground occasionally. But it's widely used for magical research and such.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, yay.
What will we be hunting?
He like ushers you all in up close.
Oh god.
A creature infected with the devouring. I know. Quite intense, isn't it?
So there was some kind of problem the other night.
What?
And now we have to worry about I called it. I called it. And he looks
Zephyr.
over at like Alan and Fabrum and he's just giving him like the told you.
Oh, okay.
You see like Bertrand gives kind of like a weird look. He's like, I mean, I don't know what you're necessarily referring to, but this has been a problem for the last couple weeks. The local populace is usually left to deal with their own things, but they have officially requested night-eyed aid for this specific magical creature.
What's the magical creature?
Reports are scattered. I also don't want to give you too much information. Part of the task is figuring it out yourselves. But it seems to be a fox-like creature. Very quick, very agile.
Oh, that's cute.
Magical in certain natures.
Maybe it's friendly.
Oh, I doubt that.
Oh.
I think it's possibly killed almost a dozen of the local populace at this point.
Strike what I said from the record.
Doesn't seem to wander too close to any of the villages or densely rooted populations, but has some interesting behavior.
Because it's infected?
I mean, yes, that of course, but some other stuff as well.
How did
So, just for the record, do you know what this thing is already?
Oh, yes.
Okay, great.
How'd it get in?
This
If it has the
does happen occasionally in the Everbright, because we let the area kind of roam a little more wild, it's less controlled, we let nature do what it does. Every so often we have to go in and cull the population of some of the infected.
Right.
So, and hear me out, I've just got a couple more questions. Theoretically speaking,
Yes.
because I don't know a lot about the devouring. I haven't really looked into that. I take bard classes for crying out loud. But music is kind of my strong suit. But
Yes, yes.
if I walked in there, fought this thing, and because I have a very bad track record with fights, say I got the devouring and tried to come back out of the Everbright,
Oh, it's not something you'll necessarily infect you.
I
You'll
know,
touch
just, like,
upon that later in your
if
in your
it
year
did,
2
though.
studies, the infection rates and stuff. But
I mean, like, what would happen to me if I crossed that, like, from the less controlled area to the not, like... Would something happen to me? Because I know we have that kind of, like, dome.
I mean, that's not something you need to worry about. It would never happen.
But if it did... I've got, just for,
Zephyr,
like, peace of mind.
Zephyr, you can't contract it within the city. No humanoid can. Beasts, monstrosities, they occasionally get it in the Everbright. But humanoids, no. Different strands, different effects.
Now, under the city.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So... I don't know any better way to ask this, but more for the peace of mind of, like, myself.
Mhm. Yes.
In the event, say, like, a Night Eyes leaves the city for some reason, the mail carriers, and they contract it and try to come back. So
Well-
now the mail characters travel to the other 2 cities.
As long as they make it within a city bounds, within the usual first week of infection, it cures itself.
Interesting.
It's the reason the cities are as safe as they are. They emanate a force. We happen to be lucky enough to be have the Silent Lake as kind of a quarantine zone
Okay.
for any of those affected.
Alright. That answers my questions. Thank you.
Quite welcome. I'm surprised you didn't cover it in some of your other studies, but I get the... Not everyone's a lore bard.
Yeah.
All
Right,
right,
you guys want to hunt?
So let's start heading out there.
Well,
Do we have any starter places to look?
well, don't rush
Friday
too
evening.
much.
Yeah.
We'll be heading out tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Out on our little scrimmage, and I will of course be accompanying you, making sure that no one gets too bruised up or anything. Should be a good time.
That's more reassuring.
We'll,
chance of me dying.
We'll head to the lodge tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So prepare yourself. Get anything you need accomplished in the meantime, and I'll check in with you in the morning. Good luck, everyone.
Alright.
He kind of like exits and shuts the door behind him.
Are you all so excited? Isn't this great? You get to kill things.
So maybe Winnie won't die when she comes back into the town?
She's in the town.
It's already
Right.
in the
Well-
town.
I just mean like between the more controlled area and the ever
I don't know if that's how that works.
Well,
Here's
I
the
don't know.
fun thing. If we don't
like-
tell people about it, they can't explain what's going on with her. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear. It seems like she's okay right now.
There you
Am
go.
I the only one that's concerned of like this dome just being like instant eradication if she touches it?
Where did you
I-
come up with that idea?
I don't know, it just sounds like a possibility. I mean, Drax threatened to disintegrate me, so anything can happen.
You shot a fireball at him.
You did what?
Well, okay, so in my defense, I was aiming to shoot near him. I was trying to, like, teach his, like, take his lessons and show that I am, learning. And I found an opening and, whew, but I kind of, like, when you step on the side of your foot and it, like, rolls your ankle, that kind of happened, and the fireball went, shoo. So I shot our headmaster.
Okay, what do we need to do to prepare?
Let's
A
just
drink.
let's get some rest.
Do we know what happens, if anything, to the beasts that cross that threshold? You're muted again.
Muted.
To the beast that you're hunting?
No, just any beast that, because they say it happens sometimes. They get infected. Does anything happen if they cross the threshold from the Everbright into the actual town?
I would say that there's no record of that ever happening.
Cool.
The Everbright is surrounded by thick magical walls, as well as a magical barrier.
Okay.
There's one way into the Everbright.
But no way out.
And it is through the lodge.
Huh.
It is the only actual connecting point. The rest of it is either surrounded by massive walls, or the river that kind of has been departed to go around the artisan's court. And there is constant patrol and everything.
All right. Prepare.
How do you guys want to prepare?
There's not much I can do until we get there, I suppose.
Cool, so that's 2 for drinks.
I would like to look over that contract just to make sure I didn't miss anything. If there's anything I can do with it, maybe
So
since
contract and
we
then
have
3
it.
for drinks.
What are you looking for / what do you want to do?
I just want to see if there's any kind of I want to see if there's any way somebody could use the magic from it to do something.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
I rolled a nat 1.
Damn,
Roll-
that's the second nat 1.
Why do I want to make this?
Do I get advantage if I cast Identify on it?
No.
Okay.
But roll is straight intelligence saving throw. Not a straight intelligence.
Okay. 13.
Okay. It is undeniable that there is copious amounts of magic. Probably more than this contract needs to sustain itself. You don't know if you could siphon it. You don't know if you could do anything with it. But you do know that if you don't meet specific qualifications, it could have really adverse effects on you.
If I try to use it or just having it on my person.
Trying to do something with it. And this is specific to magical contracts and stuff as a whole. If you had access to like just that thread that was coming off of the contract, the possibility that you could channel that is high. Could it be detrimental because it's too much magic? Quite possibly. But the issue comes in the fact of this energy has already been weaved into something. And you don't know what would happen if you try to like snip the end thread and pull it out in another direction.
Gotcha.
Like, we're talking, you could obliterate the whole city.
Ooh. So that's no good. Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty. I'm gonna open. I'm just gonna have my armor meld a little bit, and put that baby on my back, and have my armor meld over it.
Okay.
Just for
Understood.
safekeeping.
Safekeeping.
All right, I'm good.
So 3 drinks is what I'm hearing.
Actually,
Oh, there's 4.
There's been something on my mind all week that I need to do some extra studies on. So I think I might stop by the library instead.
Can I come with you? Actually,
So,
just for a
no
second,
drink?
I just need to take a. I'll go for drinks. Don't get me wrong. I need a drink before this shit. But I would like to check out a book, or I guess borrow a book. Which library are you going to? The one here, or the one?
My library.
Okay, then yeah, I want to come to borrow a book if she'll have me.
Winnie, have you talked to Drax yet? Or
Oh fuck!
No drinking
That's the day!
No, that won't take all night.
Today
We'll wait
is
for
the
you.
day.
yeah, I mean we'll wait. I just
That's
Then-
the fight.
asked that we don't waste-
Then how about this? Fabrum, will you get me a book that has anything to do with Crookton, please?
Crookton specifically?
Yeah.
It's convenient. I was kind of looking for the same thing generally, so sure.
Okay. Thank you. Then I guess I'll have this talk, and then I'll need to black out after that.
Can I recommend stick and poker?
Maybe there's going to be more fights.
It is a Friday
Only
night.
reason to want to go.
Oop.
I don't think
So-
Lily has any problem, right?
Nah.
Okay, so Februm, you make your way over to the library. Over to the house that turns into a library. As you walk your way through, you make your way to the front door, use your key. It is an eerie, bone-chilling creak as it opens into this estate that seems like no one's lived here in years, but you know that there is a powerful individual watching your every move. You make your way to the library, flanked by several constructs you know that will come alive at any moment, and the library is yours for the taking. What are you looking for?
I have a long list
What's the first thing you're looking for?
of things I want to look up at some point. But right now I'm going to look up
Well, first of all, how much time are you going to spend here? It is you
probably
are,
enough that I can still meet them
Yeah, you're.
at the bar later in the night.
It's about 5:00.
Okay.
You have probably about 4 or 5 hours, so you have enough time to research 2 things.
Okay. I'm not able to grab books, am I? Like, take them with me?
Like out of the estate, no.
Okay.
But you do notice as you like hold the key, it gives you access to the center column in a way that wasn't present the last time that you were here.
Okay.
A chair, kind of like a little like stool, pulls out of the center column, and you can sit there.
How cute.
Holding the key and think about a topic. And books will fly off the shelf and start surrounding you in kind of a frontal pattern.
I love this place.
Was that Aaron or Febrile?
Yes. I'm gonna sit down at the column. I'm gonna be looking for something to research those discrepancies that I saw in the history class.
Okay. You can make any sort of intelligence check. So if you have proficiency in any of the intelligence skills, pick your highest one.
I'm gonna do investigation because I know I have disadvantage in history right now. Alright. Woo! Unnatural 20.
Okay. You start pulling books kind of from the air in front of you. They're still attached to the chains, but the chains are now like strung across the room like spider webs, kind of connecting them in different areas. You pull through, begin to flip through the pages and stuff. And with a 20, you start to uncover that the goddesses are not the only sources of divinity in the world. And divinity itself is not necessarily a celestial term, as you had been led to believe. There are several different factions that hold divinity for their own sources of power, correlating with the different realms, different domains, the planes. And eventually you stumble upon an old book by any standards. Everything in here is ancient. Everything you're holding is at least 1,000 years old. But you find something that it actually, even with the enchantments, the magic that has been placed on these books to keep them in pristine condition, it's falling apart. You find a little text. In a scribbled font that even your eye has trouble seeing, that suggests that all the divinities that we know of, including all of the divinities from every realm, are not the originals. And that divinity is not something that you are birthed into, but something that you take.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One more thing.
Let's look up. Let's look up the collapses.
Okay. Give me a religion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Where is okay? Ooh, that was good actually. Is that a, that's a 16. 18.
18.
I got a 16 and a 17.
Yeah. You hold the key and ask for this knowledge. And there's a pause for a second. None of the textbooks move or anything. But you see this little journal kind of float over to you. Probably no more than 100 or so pages. And you see that on the cover of the book, it is signed by a Fenzia. And you start to read over a journal of sorts. It seems to be like she was taking notes from another book into this one. More frantic scribblings and stuff, and a lot of emotional language. But it conveys that she knew that the collapse was going to happen. She foresaw its occurrence. And she knew the cause. She knew that Blazidon, the god of the sun, was destined to collapse the planes in on themselves. And you kind of get to the end of the journal where she talks about her desperate attempts to convince the goddesses to turn away from their brother and stop this from happening, which inevitably only solidified its occurrence.
Oh.
That's about all you get. Sounds like it's definitely on the edge of something you might have to make a deal with Offensia for more knowledge on.
Okay. That's fair. Alright. That is all I have time for then.
Absolutely.
I guess I'll start heading out of the library and right before I leave the house, because I assume she knows everything that happens in the house. Right before I leave, I turn around and say goodbye to Offensia.
You feel almost like a little pat on the back of your like on the center of your back. Just a little like thanks for coming, Pat.
Oh.
Maybe sends a little shiver up your spine, the kind of cold press against your spine, but as you had suspected, she was aware of your presence.
Mm-hmm. So I will leave and obviously lock the door.
Absolutely. Anyone else doing anything else to prepare?
No.
No?
At least
Avoiding-
I am not.
Can I
What is it at?
pull Winnie aside? Or just in the... I don't care. In a room somewhere. Winnie, could I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Um. I wanted to apologize. About not aiding in the deal we made with the Fenzia to help you. And
Oh.
I want you to know that I still don't know if I did the right thing, but going forward, I want you to know that I will do anything that I can to help you figure this out. Whether it puts me at risk or not.
I appreciate that. But, if we are trying to decide whether or not you made the right call, I would lean towards you did. I don't want everyone putting themselves on the line for me when I'm supposed to be the healer. So, try not to worry too much, yeah?
Alright, well. Let me know if you need anything from me.
I will. Thanks.
That was it.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And as the group kind of preps themselves for the next day, we're going to take a break. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Grab some snacks, grab some food, grab some drinks.
Don't grab water.
Don't grab water. No.
No
Protest.
water.
No water Friday. No water Friday.
But we'll be back shortly.
Here.
I didn't do nothing.
See y'all. Okay, we're back. Hey everyone. Welcome back. We are preparing for our weekend of adventures over here in Iofik. But before then, we have one character that needs to blow off a little steam on their Friday night. So we're gonna jump over a little bit of the the getting there and such. We'll make some assumptions that the party kind of tags along to watch as the what the hell was your name? It was Seamstress of something.
Finesse.
Seamstress of Finesse makes yet another appearance
Let's go.
at Stick and Poker.
Little pre-gaming for tomorrow.
Mhm.
I would have changed my fighter name also.
That is a question. Does anyone else want to fight?
I would like to, if possible,
Sister.
if there's time.
I'll fight Zephyr, that's fine.
I don't have the money.
Okay.
So we will do. We're gonna kind of jump straight into this. Kind of jump over some of the roleplay bits.
Yeah.
And Lilibet, you are signed up. Subtract, I think it's 20 gold for regular fights.
Cool.
Plus any
Sorry.
bets you want to wager on yourself. And Zephyr, if you would like to fight, it is also a 20 gold wager. Plus any
Alright.
bets.
No bets
I'm
tonight. This is just a clean warm-up for
What
tomorrow.
what kind of fights are they?
These are kind of your traditional fights. No outside cheating. It's just the people in the ring, and death is not a risk.
Okay.
There is a priest of Lunaris on standby to immediately bring people back up should they fall unconscious.
I will also join then.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
I'm gonna
actually.
10 platinum on Lily.
I thought we weren't betting.
Platinum.
10
I'm not
platinum?
10 platinum.
Zephyr, are you participating or are you just betting?
Yeah, I'm participating.
I'm just
Okay.
not betting on
That's
myself.
100. I mean, that's 100 gold.
So I have an idea. But how do people feel about a quick little battle royale?
Like tag team fight, or like
Or we think that's gonna run a little long?
We got
What,
squads,
like
or
we're fighting each other, or
So it is a everyone in the ring kind of deal. There will be a couple people that aren't the three of you.
and everyone just beats the
How
shit out of
many
each other
is
until there's one
that?
man standing.
I'll throw in one other person, so it'll be 4 people.
oh,
You all gain up on the NPC and then fight each other.
we have to be diligent.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have
I
other stuff planned,
you know, I think we'll stick to the 1v1s. They're gonna go
Okay,
faster.
Right.
Let's Lily, Zephyr, Februm all roll a d6 for me.
6 baby.
Hey.
6.
6.
I got a 6.
No. I wasn't gonna make you fight Lily, but the dice have decided.
I got a 4.
All right, Februm's fighting the other guy.
I mean,
All right,
Gosh.
Februm, you're up first. A kind of smirky individual steps into the ring. You see their like daggers and darts and everything are scattered around them. And this is Carter the Carver.
boo!
Love
Boo!
it. Well, that's kind of cute.
So, I'll have Februm roll initiative.
I want to add. I am changing. I don't even remember what my name was.
I don't remember
I'll be
either.
honest.
What's your name? What's your name?
I'm changing my name to Child of the Deep.
Child of the Deep. Okay.
You
I love that.
kid.
Let's get some.
When he levels up, he will become Man of the Deep.
I
Put on the ocean
mean,
music.
where's? I mean, I got a 4.
Yeah.
A
You got
4?
we're both fine.
Yeah. Wait,
Carter
no,
got a
what's-
25.
what's the- All right. Well, he can go first.
25.
If we're
Yep. You immediately see that he is going to bounce into action. He's going to cast Hunter's Mark on you at first, targeting you. And then is going to throw 2 darts in your direction. Oh god. It's 26 on the first one and an 18 on the second one.
both hit.
Both hit.
Oh.
That is 9 points of damage. Oh wait, he adds d6 to this. 13 points of damage on the first one.
Oh.
And 12 points of damage on the second one. These darts are hitting heavy.
Carter the
Wait,
Carver's not
Carter?
fucking around.
Yeah.
Good lord, he is carving. That he do be true.
Yeah. He is
Use some damage, Carter.
he is using the thrown weapon fighting style.
So
So he does extra damage for thrown weapons.
Damn.
this is basically ranged Lily.
Yeah. It's your turn. Going quick.
All right. How far away is he?
He is 30 feet away.
30 feet away. All right. I'm
Didn't
going
really
to,
move.
to activate my Rite of Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Take damage for that. It's a 3. And I'll do what I do best and run up and slap him a couple times with my scythe.
Okay. Go ahead and hit him.
Slap him with
Or
it.
try to hit him.
All right. That is what's the bonus to that? That is 19 for the first one,
19 hits.
and math 21 for the second one.
They both hit. Give me damage.
Right.
Beth.
I'll just do it on here. That is first attack deals 13 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh. Deals 16 damage.
16 damage. 2 big hits into him. Not quite bloodied, but getting close. It is his move. He is going to bonus action use Misty Step and jump past you to the other side of the arena as he pulls 2 more darts out of his side and still in motion kind of flips and throws them back at you. So 2 more attacks. That is a 20 and a 16.
1 hits.
1 hits. Like, he can't do anything else. No. I don't think he can do anything else. Yep, so 1 hits. Oh, he does need to make some con saves. Cool. So he does lose that, but he is going to... He will use Favored Foe on this one. 1, 7... 11 points of damage as the dart sticks right into your back, and he's going to move a little farther away, so he is 50 feet away from you now.
Oh, how freaking rude. Eee. Okay. All right. I will use Aether Walk.
Okay. So you become ethereal?
He's too far away from me. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use Aether Walk, and I'm going to use my movement to get towards him.
So you become ethereal, moving your way towards him. You are not
Bonus action. That's
out of
just
there
a-
yet. And then, alright, so it is his turn. He is going to take a note from Lily's playbook.
Oh god.
He's gonna cast Fog Cloud on the
Ayo.
arena. And he moves away from you, and you don't know where he went.
And the astral plane doesn't help that.
Mm.
I love
I-
that Carter is just Lily.
I'm going.
He also does something with his bonus action, but you don't know what that is.
Okay, fair. I am going. If Febrim's gonna take a second to process, he's gonna try something. He's going to he's gonna tap his eye, his third eye,
Okay.
and see if he can see if he can get the eye to point him in the direction of it, like it did the books in the library.
Okay. Give me a con check.
Okay. That's a the math. 12.
A 12. It's difficult and it makes your brain kind of foggy. But you get a rough direction. But you are kind of muddled for the remainder of this round. So it'll be as if you were under the conditions of the slow spell. So you have a -2 to AC as well as half of your speed.
Gotcha. Then I will start moving in that direction.
Okay. He does something. It's your turn.
Okay. How long does Aether Walk last? I think that's 2 rounds. Yes. So, I'm going to continue moving in that same direction.
You keep moving in that direction, and you kind of lose track of him.
Okay. At that point, I mean, Aether Walk would have ended.
Mhm.
So I'm going to, I'm gonna ready a dodge.
So you're gonna dodge. So it'll be disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The fog cloud disappears. There's no one else in this arena with you. It's your turn.
He's invisible. I don't have anything for that. Let's see.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
That's a pretty high DC. Here, I'll have him roll a stealth check against it. So,
Hey. It's an 18. Wait, sorry. Plus, said perception 21.
not high enough.
Oh,
Got a higher stealth than that.
Ugh.
You've no idea where he is.
All right.
You look around, like you can't see footprints on the ground. This is a fairly dusty area. Can't see any invisible creatures. Nothing stands out.
A light fellow.
There's some murmuring in the crowd. Like some people are like, "Did he run away?"
I am going to. I'm gonna go to the center. And
Okay.
ready to dodge.
Goes to the center and dodges. You just get ready to dodge and kind of look back in the direction in which you came, and you see Carter kind of swing out from a pocket that of extra dimensional space about 10 feet above the ground. Them kind of like hanging off of it as if they were hanging from like monkey bars. And they're gonna throw 2 more darts at you.
This is nasty.
Love it.
I think the first one's only a 14 with disadvantage.
Yep, that'll miss.
And the second one is less.
All right.
And then you watch as they like pop back in and they disappear.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Rude.
This is disgusting.
I knew I should. I always forget about it. I always forget about that one thing that I have that I always forgot to use. Can I make another perception check?
Yes, to try to get close to them. You know roughly where they are.
Mm-hmm. Just to see if, like,
yeah, make another
he
one.
moved or something like that.
Disadvantage on there.
That's not gonna be it. That's a 13.
Not enough. You get kind of roughly close. Give me a D100 roll.
Oh god. Okay. I believe that is a 91.
Okay. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
You think you're close. You think you're close, but you still can't see them.
Okay. You said he was elevated?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make 2 attacks. In like a large sweeping motion.
Okay. I'll save you the rolls. You
Around where he
swing
was.
through the air and catch nothing.
He's in yeah.
And just as you finished swinging, you see what almost looks like a little trap door just open up pretty much right above you.
Mm.
And 2 little shiny darts come flying down directly on top of you. That is a 21 to hit and a natural 20.
Oh. All right.
no.
I'm going down.
So the first one is 14 points of damage.
Mm.
And the
Yeah,
second one
that's rough.
is 8 plus 6, which is 14, plus 3, which is 17, plus another 3, which is 20.
I'm dumb.
2 darts kind of like hit either points of your kind of like the pressure points right on your shoulder, and with extreme precision. Like, you don't necessarily fall unconscious, but you feel your body like tense up and you just kind of fall backwards. As Carter grabs the edge of the rope for his rope trick spell and circles down onto the ground and takes a bow in his victory.
Dang.
Sorry about that one.
I need to remember to use my brand.
My
Literally
brand.
would tell me exactly where he is.
Yep.
I'm so annoyed. Alright.
All right. Next up, we have the Seamstress of Furness versus Zephyr. What's your
Oh.
name?
The
The
yes, no, the skywalking swordsman.
Okay. The Seamstress of Finesse versus the Skywalking Swordsman.
Oh,
Now,
Zephyr. Wasn't expecting this at all.
So I put my money on the right horse.
What?
Nothing.
and initiative,
about it.
both of you.
$11.
Winnie.
Lily, you are first.
Yay. Are you sure about this, Zephyr? Like, do you know what we're doing here?
Yeah, I think I got a shot.
Okay, because I'm gonna stab you. Like, now. I'm gonna get
no,
you.
I figured that was coming.
Okay. First. I really need to remember what this is called. Slayer's Prey. It's my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swing.
First swing.
18 to hit.
That hits.
So I'm going to apply my favored foe on that hit. 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Second attack.
Oh, there's more.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yep. Just barely.
That's only 9 points of piercing damage.
I made it past the first round, so I'm already doing better than I thought.
I think she
Well-
tries to like graze you on the sides just to like
To make it
instill some
interesting.
fear into your heart and not really do too much actual damage.
What is range on this? 20 foot. So Zephyr kind of like takes the hit, and wait, it is my turn, right? You're good? Okay.
Your turn.
As he stumbles back, he kind of like puts his hands up, and then kind of like arching it over Lily, launches Fireball. So that he's just out of the radius.
Okay.
But he. So make a Dex saving throw.
23.
I don't know if Dex is the right one to go with.
Yeah. So
Still half
take,
damage?
Yeah, 4d6.
Well, no, roll all 8 and then half it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Big numbers, big numbers. That is 13. No, 14.
Is that already halved?
Yeah, that's halved.
Oh, okay.
It was 29.
You move back? Or do you just...
I don't think I can without an opportunity, so...
No, you can. I was just making sure.
I'm making sure you didn't provoke one.
Right.
And that is all I can do.
Lily's smile kind of, it's a little less big, a little less, honest. And, she kind of leans in and whispers, Zephyr, I would recommend not doing too much more of that or you're gonna make me really angry. Okay?
Well, this is kind of a fight, so it's a little bit both ways.
You have a sword.
Point taken.
He's gonna swing at you.
Wait, but I'm and then gets hit.
Mark me down as
Is that a natural
scared
20?
and horny.
That's a nat 20 on the first hit.
So
Ooh, that's bad.
That is
that's
bad.
so Barb. No, you. Reroll it,
Okay.
please. That's
That's an 11.
that doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. First one misses. Silvery barbs.
Oh my god. Forgot I had that.
Smile fades a little more.
Oh no.
I'm
Scared and
apart.
horny increases.
No, just scared now.
Just scared.
No
just
longer
scared.
horny, just scared.
19.
That one hits.
Still gets all your first attack bonuses.
Because I didn't hit the first one.
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
16.
Oh, that's
16 piercing damage.
not as bad as I thought it would be.
Not as bad as a crit.
Oh, the crit was gonna be nasty.
Crit was
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
It would have ended me. Alright. Well. Cool. I am going to take my sword and defensive flourish.
Mm-hmm.
So does a if it hits does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna swing again. Does a 19 hit?
It would, but I use my parry.
Reaction parry ability.
Mhm.
That's so disappointing.
No.
That's all I can do.
How much you use defensive flourish though, right?
Yeah.
So
It
your-
only affects it if it hits.
it doesn't raise your AC no matter what.
It says if the weapon attack hits, you can expend
Oh.
one use of Bardic Inspiration to deal extra
You don't.
damage.
So you don't
You
use the
also add
defensive
the number.
flourish.
Gotcha. So you don't use it
Okay.
until you hit. It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a
Gotcha.
paladin smite.
Yeah.
Zephyr still looking okay? Or
No. No,
Okay.
he is. He's beaten up. I saw it going this way.
Seeing that you didn't cast a spell that turn, she calms down a little bit. That's only a 16.
That hits, but
That still hits.
silvery barbs.
Hey, wait, Zephyr, you would have had advantage on that first attack
Would I have?
because of silvery
Ooh.
barbs.
Oh, I would have. Oh, well, maybe if I survive next round.
We're not going back to that.
I was gonna let you
No,
roll
no,
it,
I missed my chance.
but okay, understandable.
I'll take the mistake.
That's a miss. So, second attack. That's a 20 total.
Oh, that hits. But maybe it won't. Maybe it won't kill.
18.
No, it kills.
And with a flourish of her blade, the seamstress claims another victim.
Well, that's good to know.
Lovely. Zephyr, you collect 300 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I made bank.
Lily grabs 60. Just as your winning rewards.
Hell yeah.
Februm, I'm so sorry.
Doubled my income.
Get nothing.
Am I just at 1 HP?
Yeah, you're at 1 HP.
Okay. Zephyr's
Is
pride's a little
Severum
bit hurt.
also at
Oh,
1
yeah.
HP?
Yeah.
Oh
Februm?
no,
Yes.
I'm a good sport. I'll give Zephyr a cure wounds.
Aw.
Actually,
Februm,
Carter
can we
will probably
apply?
give you a cure wounds too.
Ah.
Carter's such an asshole.
What an asshole!
Sure, but when you do it, I mean.
10 points of healing to you, Februm.
Hey, what a G.
Zephyr like takes his winnings and walks up to Winnie in the group and he goes, "Look, I won
Blood
the
still
gamble.
trickling from like your forehead.
I won the gamble." And he shakes the bag of money.
Is that really worth what you just went through there?
I won the gamble, and he starts like trying to keep his balance. Blood is just pooling.
Alright,
Whoever
alright.
starts treating you, you get 7 HP back.
Yay!
Yay!
Fun! Very informative. For everyone,
Really?
I think.
Lily, remind me to never, ever get on your bad side.
Okay.
When would you like that reminder?
Right now, or would you like it later? Or...
Would you like it after I've killed you?
Oh fuck.
After you've all had a couple of drinks, you've had some fighting going on. Everyone's having a good time. Winnie, your band lights up. Your wristband.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Just like a little FaceTime call, like ding the ding ding ding. Ding.
Oh god. Does it like have his face? I feel like his like contact
It's
like
just
photo for like all
really
the kids is
close.
like yeah, like very.
Max, please tell me it's like a bop, like the Skype ringtone. Like it has no business being that catchy.
Yeah, no, it's fucking amazing. It was crafted by the best bards.
Zephyr's taking notes.
Boop,
Good.
boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So is it like an actual FaceTime call, or and like I have to step outside, or is it like I have to go back to the school and like type thing?
do you answer it?
I'm gonna take this. She's gonna step outside of the bar, because otherwise it'd be too loud, and she'll take it. She takes it like this. Hi, Professor.
Oh, Winnie! I think it might have slipped your mind last weekend, and I didn't want to bother your classes or anything. But wait, no, he's gonna be like, and I didn't want to like bother your classes or anything. But I was just wondering if we'd be able to have that meeting that we talked about.
Oh, yeah, sure. I can see you. I can see you.
Beautiful! I'm so glad this is working. I never quite know if I'm doing this right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can make. I'm out in town, so it might be a minute, but I'll make my way over.
Oh, well, it is getting pretty late. You should be heading back anyway for your morning missions.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll see you shortly.
Okay, yep.
Beautiful. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Oh, good. I'm so glad it's. The best part was it was so like blurry on your end too. Like it was just so blurry.
That was perfect.
Absolutely.
So funny.
Applause.
So funny.
FaceTiming your grandparents.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if this was working. Like the eye just gets closer. Alright, I'll go back in and guys, it's happening. I gotta go.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
As-
Can I
always
like
come
keep
to
the
us for-
wristband on so like we can hear everything for moral support, or like,
I don't think that's how that works.
well, we can give you moral support before you go in, and then knowing that you're not doing it alone because we're also listening could.
Oh,
No.
I don't. Oh, you mean like be on a call? No.
No. Okay. Yeah. It was worth the
We'll
shot.
be right here for you if you need anything afterward.
Thank you.
So you all are staying at the bar?
Oh,
They all said, "Good luck."
Zephyr, I'm done. I'm heading back.
Okay, so
You can walk back with me then, Zephyr. If you're heading back to the place.
So Zephyr and Winnie.
okay. I'll walk back with you.
Walk back to the dormitories together. Zephyr walking Winnie up to the elevator entrance to Professor Drax's office.
Oh, the music changed. At least it's not scary music.
Best of luck. You got this. I mean, you know that.
I suppose so. I mean, I'm not the best liar. At playing the liar. I don't know if you're
Well,
saying or not. Playing the
I
liar,
mean-
so we'll see how that performance goes.
You'll be fine. You've been practicing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
maybe don't tip from a bard is don't so much as play the lyre. Just kind of let it naturally I'm bad at metaphors. Just, do your
Yeah,
best.
I'm just gonna.
Just kind of follow your heart.
Thanks. She's gonna walk in.
As soon as she walks in the elevator and it goes up, Zephyr goes, "Damn it!" Just very quietly. Damn it.
Lovely. Winnie, you travel up the elevator, the obnoxiously tall elevator that brings you to the tip of the tower, high into the clouds. You step out of the elevator into the small corridor leading to Drax's office, with the large wooden doors on the other side. I need you to make a perception check.
Ooh. Okay. That is a 17.
A 17. I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Oh, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. $19.
19. Okay. You kind of take a step forward and you feel like there is some effect that is trying to keep you from hearing something.
Oh.
And it's muffled, and it's difficult to hear what they're saying through the thick oaken doors, but you hear two voices talking with Professor Drax. Two voices that you recognize.
Oh.
Two high-ranking Night Eyes,
I
parents
knew
of
it.
someone in your party.
Yeah. Mom and Dad. Oh,
So first you hear, our reports never accounted for the sheer number of individuals that would be present. Sir, they're preparing for something. Oh yes, an attack on the city is the most likely explanation. They're probably planning on invading Aofik and with the intention of killing me. Oh, please. They can't be that foolish, can they? For them, it's not about how many attempts it takes. All they need to do is succeed once, and hear Drax's voice get a little, more melancholy. They have an army that can be repopulated in a heartbeat. All he has to do is wave his finger, and all the fall and rise again. An undead horde spilling over into the walls in the city of Aofik. Can you imagine it? Surely that's a feat of level that wouldn't be possible for something that for his current situation, of course. Duskridil is losing. You hear the room kind of go silent for a second. You hear chairs move, a faint muttering of some spells. Well, we better be on our way then. There's much to do before the day. Sir, good luck. There's the distinct pop of a teleportation.
Minecraft popping sound.
You hear an ender pearl.
As you hear a little voice enter your head. Oh, Winnie, you can come in now if you'd like.
Okay. She'll open the door. Okay. Hi.
Oh, hi, Winifred. Oh, why don't you come sit down with me for a second? Wouldn't you? Would you like some tea?
I'm good, thank you.
Do you need anything for the alcohol? I knew that you were out partying.
Actually, tea would be nice, thank you.
the great chamomile for you.
Thanks.
He brings over a, we'll call it a chamomile fog. So it's got
Ooh.
some like warm milk in it as well.
Yummy.
Some nutmeg. Just kind of add to the flavor. So, tell me a little bit about how your last couple weeks have been doing. Have you been adjusting? Have you been adjusting well?
Been a lot to adjust to.
Yes, I know. Especially coming so close into the city. I'm sure that's also been an adjustment. But you Winslows have always been a rowdy bunch. You very hardy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll make a great Night Eye.
I hope so.
Turns around, kind of looks out a window that far overlooks Aofik. You see through the window the entirety of the Silent Lake and bits and pieces of the land that lies beyond. The waste and some of its towering structures that have been crippled to ruins. Overgrown with vines and covered with dust. Skyscrapers that have fallen onto their sides.
Sick.
So, Winnie, tell me about your dreams.
Well, you know, I always dreamed to be a night eye like my dad and my brother. Another dream, which is a bit outlandish, is to find my brother wherever he may be. What else?
No,
To
enough
graduate.
of that. He snaps his fingers. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. Oh baby, let's go. That's an 18.
Failure.
Damn it!
You are under the effects of Zone of Truth.
No.
You are compelled to tell the truth. You can finagle your way around it. But he turns around to you, and there is a shimmer over his eyes, a purple glimmer that's not usually there. And
Damn it.
now, Winnie, I think we both know those weren't the dreams I was talking about.
You said I can or cannot.
You
Believe
can't
my-
tell a blatant lie, but you can
Okay.
finagle around the truth.
Okay. So the dreams that I have when I'm sleeping.
Yes, preferably those ones.
Well,
See, I see most things in these cities. I see pretty much everything that happens between these walls, but dreams have always been funny, kind of a soft spot on my radar. And you've been having quite a few recently.
Yeah, Lily calls them sweaty dreams.
I'm sure she would. Tell me, what do you know of the world? What has your education informed you of?
Well, it's informed me about the three goddesses quite a lot. Which I already kind of knew stuff about Crichton, you know, wanting to be a cleric for her and all, but
Of course.
not a ton of world history, you know, before the, like, collapsing, things like that. We do know of the collapsing, correct?
No.
No!
The collapsing is not public knowledge.
Fuck! Fuck.
Must up.
As you kind of like utter that, you see Hayes like he goes, Interesting. Tell me about this collapsing of yours.
See, this is where it gets even funnier, is because I don't remember much about the collapse.
Well,
it references the collapses of the other planes, correct?
Mhm.
Like out of
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. How do I finagle my way out of this? Oh fuck me. Okay.
Oh, well, the collapsing of the world beyond Aophic.
Mm-hmm.
All the buildings and old cities and, the devouring. Big old collapse of the old world.
Oh yes, it was quite a tragedy when the virus began to spread. You know, your mother has always been, or was one of our best researchers at the time.
Mother, I hardly know her.
Oh, that's true.
I was
Oh.
genuinely, I was gonna go, I hardly know my mother, but then I went, wait.
No.
I hardly know my mom.
She did leave you when you were quite young. It's to be expected.
Why is that to be expected?
Well, you see, she fell very ill. You work with a virus too closely, sometimes it affects you in certain ways.
So you mean the devouring? I'm
Of
assuming.
sorts. For those outside of the western side of town, it's not grand knowledge, but there are different strains. The Shimmer, to be precise.
Do we learn about that later?
If you decide to take a medical path, it will be part of your studies. There's not any known cure, but there are ways to alleviate symptoms and
For all
Make it
types, or just
easier.
the shimmer?
the Shimmer specifically. The Devouring is usually kept at bay by the city bounds.
That would make sense.
But you should be having an encounter with the Devouring being tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah,
Very exciting.
I suppose.
Mm-hmm. He looks you up and down. What outfit are you wearing right now? I.e., how much of your arms are covered?
My arms are covered.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just gonna go by what the one I recently did, so the lawn sleeves and
Mm-hmm.
the back is open, but arms are not.
And
arms
it's
are
not
fully
a
sleeved.
high collar, right?
It is a turtleneck, yeah.
It is.
It's or not turtleneck, but it's high collared and then it's open in the back, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I should ask you, do you need anything from me?
I mean, if you have more knowledge about my mom. But, I mean,
What would you like to know?
I don't really need that.
She was a wonderful woman.
I'm sure my dad doesn't tell me much.
I mean, it's to be expected. He's lost quite a bit. Especially to the Devouring, specifically.
So she was a Night Eye too, then? You talk as if you knew her as a student.
Oh, not a night eye. A colleague, though, from another city.
What city?
Oh, Tridel.
Huh.
One of my companions runs an academy over there. The city's run a bit differently, but they produce some fine minds. She would venture here often. And of course your father made quite a many journeys over there. First they had your brother, and eventually you came along.
You don't know what happened to him, do you?
Only the speculation of getting lost out on a mission for too long, the devouring corrupting your brain.
Figured.
No confirmed facts, but it is quite sad still.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to keep you too long. Just wanted to check in and make sure that you're adjusting okay, and check in on a couple of things.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a really big adjustment, but
You feel the zone of truth like flow off of you as if it's been dispelled.
I'll get by.
Yes, you will. Well, tell the rest of your party that I said hello. And let them know that if they ever need anything, I am just a couple steps away.
Will do.
Have a good evening, Winifred.
You too.
You stand up and you turn to walk away. You get to the door and you hear a... Oh, Winifred, by the way. I love the tattoo.
Oh, thanks. After the whole, first mission thing, I felt like it'd be a smart choice to cover up the scars.
It is quite beautiful. But, you might want a tattoo over the other scars as well. He turns away and you are kind of ushered out of the room, looking over it, and you see the veins that were once condensed to your arm have started to make their way across your back.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Oh no!
Oh.
Kind of just reaching just the slightest bit into that kind of crease of the opening on the back of your dress. But you can see the edges of the veins.
Oh no! Oh shit. Damn. Cool.
So yeah,
I did pretty good evading most of those, you guys. Not great, but it wasn't terrible either. I couldn't, it's fine. It's fine. They were fine.
eventually the rest of the party makes their way together, making their way back to the dorm and prepping themselves for the night ahead. For the journey ahead, excuse me. As much as I want to keep going, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Kind of a good stopping point. We will jump straight into our hunting adventure next time. But yeah, thanks for joining in with us, y'all. I hope you had a good time. I know that we did. And we'll see you later.
Don't drink water.
Don't drink water.
I was gonna say
Anything
these
but
2 hours
water.
have been super swell of not drinking water, but you should probably drink some water if you drank with us tonight.
Maybe not till next week.
Don't do it.
Don't not drink
No,
water
you
till
should
next
do-
week.
Don't
please.
not
And the
do
ship-
drink water.
And the
Please
students
drink water.
drinking.
Alright.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.